Podcast, WATP.
Are you a fan of MLC, of Kevin Brennan?
Fan is a tough word. I enjoy Kevin Brennan of past times, and I don't watch his show hardly at all. No, the only Kevin Brennan I get is from your show, whatever you cycle through.
I enjoyed Kevin Brennan and his show MLC. It's not even a show anymore.
Yeah.
It's really bizarre what he's doing.
Well, I know he's got a gal on there now, right? Most of the time.
Sometimes.
I don't know who the fuck that is, but like it was funny when he would just have nerds on there and he would shit on them. That's the best part of MLC.
So what Kevin needs is a producer, because he can't run his show worth shit, which I'm going to demonstrate in a moment.
Sure.
But he also needs guests that he can belittle in the chat and belittle. Because when he's on there by himself, it is literally the Stuttering John podcast.
You hear that, editor Ed? He's accepting applications. Maybe you can double dip, dude. Start some shit.
He really needs someone, for sure. He just goes to subreddits, and he goes to the clip channels on YouTube and tries to figure out what to do. So he starts the show yesterday. I'm doing Point Dabble Point with Shuli and Brian and Zen, and he decides to start sniping us because he sees that we're on. He sounds like
porn
shit.
bomb him again?
Well, we'll find out.
Oh, God.
I got to pull up my video here.
I got something to say about that, too, when you get a half a second, Carl.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think your approach to the porn bomb explanation for the people, the dozen people that were probably upset about it, I thought yours was very classy and quick, like it should be. It's your content, and you can do whatever the fuck you want, so you really don't have to explain to anybody why you do what you do. There were a couple other people that were giving long, drawn-out explanations about, like, well, we did it this way. We're all adults. Nobody was watching the goddamn show in a kindergarten, so who cares if somebody screamed the N-word a couple times? We're fucking trying to keep somebody from sniping the show and also making him look like an asshole, and it worked.
Yeah.
That's the best part of the whole thing.
Like I said, if people didn't hear my explanation, I would not have chosen those clips to porn bomb anyone with. I even recommended to everyone before the show, just have a pretty lady. Maybe she's squirting buckets, whatever.
Yeah.
It's against YouTube's terms of service. We can all have some fun with that, but whatever. It is what
it's probably more effective. I mean, if you really want to get it knocked out of the park there, because I saw his face when it happened too. He shut that wood down and shit and was like, well, I'm going to be in trouble.
Yes. So, which is fun.
I like the move. I've never seen that. And we were talking about this on the BYB podcast the other night. I think they should do that for fucking UFC streams when people are pirating shit and just let in the middle of a Buffalo Wild Wings, all of a sudden somebody gets porn bomb with that. I think make the game a lot funner to watch.
Yeah, that would be much more interesting. Like they're going to show Taylor Swift to the audience and instead it's just a girl shitting.
Every
all the
10
tweens
minutes.
in your house.
Yeah, it's probably better than watching the 49ers, you know?
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Kevin starts up his show. He sounds like shit, and he finds that we're doing Point Dabble Point.
Hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Plus it's a travel day. Plus no one's even around. No one's even happening. And then while I was doing my research, just putting up my show. Look at these clowns. They're back.
Oh,
they're back. Isn't they great? I like how Zenhauser now. Zenhauser, the look on his face right here, it's the look as he has on his face all the time. I was like, so wait. And of course, Carl and Shuli, all they do is win. All these guys do is win. All they do is win. Right, Tukey? Right, Tukey? Tukey wants to come on my show, and he's besties with Carl and Melton. Right, Tukey?
This is not a show.
This is not a show. This is so bizarre. He used to be funny.
Kevin Biden over here trying to whistle his way through a show. What the fuck was that? He didn't finish one sentence.
Right. He goes, look at Zed. He looks like, and then Carl, and he's calling us clowns and shit. Like, we're doing a show that's not about you at all. It's about something else. We have twice as many live viewers than he has. Yeah. And he's finding us, seeking us out and going, look at these clowns. And the viewers who are still being gaslit by this retard, if you're one of those people watching this clip on YouTube, and you're like, Kevin Brennan's the only one telling the truth, I'm going to prove you wrong on that. This guy, he does is gaslight his viewers, and these people live in their little MLC bubble, so they don't know any better. They
play
just
the
assume,
clip, Carl.
Yeah, I'm going to play the fucking clip. I'm not just going to make shit up like all these assholes do. All right.
Fucking idiot.
In this next clip, so Kevin's clowning me, I think. I don't know what happened to him. He used to say funny stuff. but he's also referencing the Iso Do stuff where Shuli came out and did a very serious 6.5 minute long video.
Carl, I have thoughts on that too, but I'm going to keep them to I'm not going to Theo Von those today.
Well, we could talk about it. I have a lot more stuff to get to as far as ESO goes. Yeah. So we'll get into all of that. So I'm interested in your take. But basically, Shuli was promoting this charity called Take Back the Night. And he said, if you want to donate to this charity, we have the link and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to hear that get brought up in this clip a little bit as well.
Wow, Carl's such a loser. Look at Carl with that smug fucking, we're doing it again. We're doing more Stuttering John. Even if Stuttering John is gone, we're going to do more Stuttering John. Let's take back the night, shall we? Shall we? Let's take back the night. Oh, they're doing great. Oh, wow. There are a lot of super chats. But they can't seem to have any luck when they're trying to take back the night.
So this is funny right here. He's looking at our stream and seeing that it's just like flying through with super chats and stuff like that. He goes, yeah, but they can't raise any money for this charity. So now he goes to look up how they did with the charity.
Oops.
They got $1,020 of a goal of 1,000. So they made $20 over their goal. Wow.
Probably should have.
As always,
probably should have looked that up before you went to it on the fly during your show, huh, Kevin?
You probably should have researched this.
Kind of makes you look stupid when you're like, these guys can't do anything. They're getting viewers and super chats and raising money for charities. And
God damn, man. Watching him tread water is painful. It's it's almost like he's giving himself Tourette's like Balin Dupree. He should just start having catchphrases instead of what he's doing, because this is tough.
He does have catchphrases. Drink every time he says unbelievable. Watch MLC. And every time he says unbelievable, go ahead and drink on that. Now, Kevin's doing this thing that really is so far beneath him. This is something that like Rob Saul does, or Chad Zumock would do. I don't know if Chad's done this or not. I don't pay attention to him, but I know Rob's done this. Where now they're trying to say that because Iso, who was employed by the Shuli network or Shuli's whatever, because he was caught with child porn, it's obvious that Shuli and people have brought it to me and we were all involved and it was all this cover up. And listen to this stretch from Kevin Brennan.
So again, nobody cares about these clowns unless they're watching Stuttering John, and nobody cares about them at all now unless because of the kiddie porn. Go ahead, support them. Keep supporting them and their kiddie porn ring.
Really good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you as well.
Buddy, they're all buddies.
Oh,
Did anything happen to anybody this week?
He hates that. Oh, they're friendly with each other. They just hung out last weekend, successful show, an event, and they're still buddies and doing shows together. That nothing grinds his gears more than seeing other people get along with each other
and make money.
And make money. He hates that.
He wants to kill joy. He's a killjoy, literally.
Yes.
Every time he walks into a room, nobody should have fun ever, and if not, Kevin's going to complain about it.
But what a shitty thing. And it's just beneath Kevin to say, if you watch the Shuli Network, you're supporting a kiddie porn ring. Yeah. No, there's this one fucking guy who was a piece of shit. We've all disavowed. We've all said everything you're supposed to say about a guy like that when you find out about it. Yeah, It's like, this is disgusting. He's a worthless individual. I hope he gets butt raped every day in prison and moving on. What else you want?
I had to hit both sides of it the other night because we watched that whole 6-minute long video, and at the end they were like, well, what does this mean for the way he does it? I said, listen, man, the funny answer is to go, Shuli's mad because he's not going to be able to get any more porn from his producer. I said, but the serious thing is I'd be upset too if I realized that I'd had a potential child molester in my house at my live shows with my kids. I don't know how many fucking times that they interact with each other. And as a person, me, Carl, Chris, I don't know how close you were with Podcast Hitman. We've been through this. Like, it's crazy to find out that you were talking to a fucking lunatic, and it takes a while to really process that.
I've talked about it before. Podcast Hitman came on my show. He ended up murdering his girlfriend. A friend of mine I went to high school with and played soccer with ended up murdering his uncle not too long ago. It's like,
I'm starting to see a pattern here, Carl.
Yeah, right? Oh, everyone in your life is a child molester and a murderer? Yeah, but not me. I'm the only good one.
So I get it. That's all you can say. You can say, listen, the dude got caught. He did some fucked up shit. We're dealing with that. I saw they started deleting episodes too, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think that's kind of weird. But
well, Shuli mentioned this on Point Dabble Point. Mm-hmm. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, kind of thing. So if he leaves up episodes where Esso's the co-host or something, people be like, this is disgusting. He's still trying to get views and profit. I was like, he did the right thing. Scrape all of that shit off the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have the option, I understand that, but I get it. But it's kind of like sweeping shit under the there's no right way to do it, man.
He's not sweeping anything under the rug. Okay, so this is what the narrative is. This is what Kevin Brennan. This is him gaslighting his audience that no one's addressing this. No one's bringing it up because we were all in it with him, and we don't even want to talk about it. So this is Kevin watching a portion of Point Dabble Point, which is almost 2 hours long.
Well, what's crazy is nobody had that planned.
It's crazy is Carlton mentioned that they have a child pornographer staying with them many times in Pottstown in the first DabbleCon.
He just had that. He goes, hey, I just thought it'd be funny. He told us.
I know you guys would be like, Brennan's obsessed with this. Yeah, what should I turn to? Stuttering John?
Yeah, Stuttering John's a funnier topic than child porn. Yeah. It's hard to make that funny. It's hard to make that fun.
If it was a clown, that'd be kind of funny.
I'm not following you on this one, Jody.
Oh, I can make this funny. What if the child is a predator? What if it's a little kid that runs around forcibly sucking people's dicks? That's kind of funny.
Okay. I see the angle you're going with.
I've been working on it a long time, Carl.
I see that. So he's trying to say that I'm not bringing up this stuff, and he goes on later on the show and says it again.
They don't even mention the child pornography. They don't mention it. 2 days ago, Shuli was crying. They don't mention it in Point Dabble Point. Isn't it supposed to be a recap of the week? Because they're recapping DabbleCon, and this happened right after DabbleCon. So how come this wasn't part of the recap? These guys are like hack politicians. It really is unbelievable.
It really is unbelievable, KB.
Drink.
2 hours. We don't even bring up Isso Del. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. This is from Point Dabble Point last night.
Back for this.
I mean, this is his chance right now. He can come on and be like, the tapes were a bust. No one cares.
Right.
Shuli's obviously diddling children with his producer. Like, he could be going with all of this stuff. Can I just point out? So I didn't know a lot about the ESO case and what was going on, but I did a Creep Off bonus show, if you want to check it out on our Creep Off Patreon, where Vinny did a little deep dive and schooled me into what ESO has been up to since 2016. What a piece of garbage.
Yeah.
The way he treated his wife and his family, he could really just rot in hell.
I'm with you 100%.
He's garbage.
I'm with you.
He wanted to take his wife down with him. That was what he threatened her with. Yeah, so we did a Creep Off bonus show yesterday morning. Vinny came over here, and he did some great research into what actually went down with Isso and his wife and how she turned him into the police and all the evidence and all the shit that was going on. And it's like, wow, who knew? How would you possibly know something like that is going on? And we are addressing it on every fucking show that we're on. Everyone's talking about it. But Kevin wants this narrative that we're afraid. We're afraid of this topic, and we won't discuss it.
Yeah, you're protecting child molesters, Carl. Clearly,
right? Yes, that's the conclusion that he's coming to, because that's really a good stance to have on the internet.
He sees something negative and ugly happen in our universe, and he wants to wrestle a W out of it.
Yep, and
even if it doesn't make sense.
Tell me about not making sense. Listen to what he says about Shuli and his relationship with Isso.
DabbleCon 2, DabbleCon 1, the child pornographer was there. All the pictures support that. He was in Pottstown. The fact that Shuli's like, I didn't know anything about it. Of course he did. Of course he's fucking lying. But now he's going to be like, we're just going to take the high road.
Do you know what you're saying, Kevin?
This is the thing. He's so blinded by his hatred of Shuli, he's sounding stupid.
Dude, you got to draw a fucking line in the sand.
Right. We know you hate Shuli, but you really think that him and Isso had long discussions about CP? And Shuli's just like, that's cool, man.
Like, out of everybody in the situation, Shuli's actually got kids. So that's why I'm saying in his processing of all this information, he's probably one of the most freaked out. I wouldn't make friends ever again after that. It's the person I had the closest in my crew. He could have been fucking doing all kinds of dumb shit that I didn't know about with my kids. So now I'm going to kill every person that comes near him.
And the fact that Kevin would say something like that, as I said earlier, that's like Rob Saul level shit. Just looking for attention, has no idea, just an idiot, just saying shit to stir the pot. And let me show you a little bit of Rob Saul's show. Well, he's doing his victory lap over this horrific thing that happened. I love people who are celebrating this. Isn't it great? No, it's not great at all.
Yeah, and you don't look great either.
Yeah, it doesn't make you look good to be like, this fucking guy hired this guy who had 6,000 images and videos on his computers. Like, no, that's awful in every single way. So I just want to point out, I don't think Rob Saul can ever be the next Stuttering John because A, he wants it too bad, and B, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. Watch this segment. He's going to try to get in a point, and he immediately forgets the point he's trying to make.
Carl, is he more or less stupid than Theo Von?
He's much stupider than Theo Von.
Oh, wow.
Much stupider. If you said Philadelphia to Rob Saul, he wouldn't even know what movie's associated with it. Yeah.
Well, here's something that may be hard for you to believe, but the FBI has been on this case for over a year.
Wow. This is what I heard.
You're just finding about it now. This is your best, but ESO. I was telling this yesterday. You weren't on the show yesterday, Jim.
All right. What were you saying, Rob? Go ahead. What do you got?
I was watching.
You were watching. Okay, but this was he got arrested a year ago. And there's just no way. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it.
No one from the FBI had.
What don't you believe?
He doesn't believe that Shuli didn't know that ESO was a connoisseur of CP. This is the same thing Kevin's saying. It's like, this is just a dumb argument. Yeah. What's in it for Shuli to cover this up? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's not something you would put on a job application. Like if you were trying to be there.
You wouldn't volunteer this information.
Special skills, you don't write that. Connoisseur of CP.
You got to love that Rob Saul's just brain dead. Like, this isn't for him. I don't know, and I've said this before, doing this type of broadcasting, YouTubing, whatever it is not for everyone.
No.
And if you're really bad at holding a thought in your head and articulating thoughts and getting to clips and bringing guests on, you're just embarrassing yourself. Why put yourself through this?
And rolling with good-natured ribbing.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shit. Your picture just fell.
My picture's falling off the wall.
Oh, wow.
This is a disaster.
That's a sign. You better stop talking about fucking Rob Saul, dude. He's casting a spell on you.
Let's see if he remembers what he was trying to think of.
Had ever contacted me or anyone else here about anything that had to do with him. We found out, confirmed that he pled guilty and that he's in jail Monday.
I was going to say, I lost my thoughts when I was trying to say, the thought I was trying to come up with earlier is that ESO and Shuli, that they built this together. It was just the two of them together. And Shuli was getting zero numbers, nothing going on. And then he decided to make up with Bob. Bob, always talked about what a grimy, sneaky sleep.
Okay. So now he comes up with what he's going to say, which is the same thing he says all the time. Bob told me he didn't even like Shuli, and then Shuli just got with Bob for the money. It's okay. Yeah, we've heard this, Rob. This is your thing. We get it. You've said it many times. And that's the thing you forgot? I could have said that.
Yeah.
I don't know who Rob Saul is. He just looks like Uncle Cracker, kind of.
Yeah. I can see that a little bit. So that's the thing that Rob and Kevin are on, that they covered it up, which, again, just makes zero sense. It's something a dumb person would say. And then here's another example of Kevin Brennan gaslighting his audience. He didn't have any guests on Friday, but he did reach out to my buddy Alex Stein.
The pimp on a blimp?
Here he is drinking his soda.
I asked Alex Stein to be on the show today. You know what he said? He can't because he's doing a show with he's at Roseanne's house in Austin. Then he goes, that's crazy that they covered for that pervert for so long. That's his take.
Huge Lemmy.
And right, we appreciate Alex Stein's takes. That's crazy. They covered for that pervert for so long. So that's the general consensus out there.
So I messaged Alex Stein. I said, hey, Alex, Kevin just on his show just said, I was watching this. He just said that you said that Shuli was covering for that pervert. And it's crazy that Shuli would do that. And Alex right back is, no, I did not write that at all. he's following the news and he knows what's going on, but he definitely did not write that to Kevin Brennan. So Kevin's just lying. He's just gaslighting his audience again. Everyone's on board with me. Look at, I'm reading notes from so-and-so and Dan and Alex. They're all saying the same thing that I'm saying. They're not.
I wish he would throw a little more stank on. That's why I love Kevin Brennan, because back at a time he would just roll with it, but he had full, confidence. It seems like he's got nothing left now in the tank. He sounds like the dude from Silence of the Lambs. He's just sitting in a chair, mumbling nonsense.
Well, he's got bad takes.
Yeah,
it's hard to be funny and interesting and keep things going with the worst take possible. And I'll show you another example of a really bad take, because he went back on later that night, didn't make enough money in Super Chats at the 4:00 hour competing with PDP. So he went back on later. And listen to this.
He didn't hit his goal?
No, I don't think he hit the goal.
Oh, no.
So he came back on and, again, just blinded by rage with me.
Boys being boys, right, Carl? Like what you and Vinny Paulino do on your video games.
Well, that's the thing, though, too, actually. It's so ridiculous. People who are into child porn don't tell their friends about that.
How do you know, Carl? How do you know?
Because nobody's
asked me. Is that what your child porn friends have told you? That they usually don't tell you, but they're going to tell you. Carl's now an expert on what child pornographers do. Interesting.
I have to
What say you, Carl?
Kevin's take is, how do I know that people who are into CP don't talk about it? It's the most common sense thing ever. And Kevin Brennan's arguing with that. It must be very difficult to have to argue with everything that people you hate say. Yeah. So when they say the most obvious thing, the grass is green, the sky is blue, how do you know? What do you mean? This guy's an idiot.
He doesn't go outside. He can't even walk.
Unbelievable.
It does sound exhausting, but I don't actually hate anybody, so I live a nice life.
Right. It's amazing how, if I heard, let me think of someone I dislike. So Julia Fox.
Okay. Sure.
Julia Fox is fucking annoying. If she came out and she goes, yeah, the thing about people who are into child porn is they never tell anyone they're into child porn. They keep that shit a secret. I wouldn't be like, what a fucking idiot. Julia Fox would be like, yeah, that's right. We all know that. Everyone knows that because it's embarrassing and highly illegal.
Yeah,
you
there's
keep
consequences.
You keep that shit under wraps. And his dumb fucking take, because he hates Shuli and he hates me, is just like, no, I'm sure they talked about it all the time. I'm sure that's all they ever talked about. Okay, if you say so. Also, he's trying to hide it from his wife. Why is he telling Shuli about it? He's trying to hide it from his family.
In his defense, is a really annoying looking picture of you, Carl. I'd be pretty upset if I had to stare at it for a while.
All right, I'll get it off the screen. You guys want to watch an old man stare at his screen?
Look at his fucking glasses and his dumb beard.
All right, let's watch.
I'm talking about his wife.
Let's watch Kevin Brennan. This is what Kevin Brennan's show has become. And lest you think I'm just pulling one incident, I have another one. But this is what he does now on his show. So him by himself.
These kids.
Staring at his computer. And I think Kevin thinks he's hosting a show. This isn't a show anymore, Kevin. Kevin, you're just like another streamer. This is Rob Saul level. And he's not making noise like Stuttering John, so he's got John beat on that. He's not whistling or doing that, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. Dead air is also bad, so
maybe some music, guys.
Shoot content
Try a
with
little.
that kid.
All that to find that one clip that he was looking for. So he's completely not prepared. And then later on in the show, we get to see, I can't say show prep because that would imply that it was done before the show. But we get to see him plan out his show while he's doing his show. And he's bouncing around to different YouTube channels that are clip shows. This is mind-numbing.
Yesterday's news. Let's see what else we got. Mersh.
He used to make fun of this, watching clips and stuff. Now that's all he's got. He's going to Stalin 19.
Oh, and he's great at it.
Looking at videos. What can I play from here? Scrolling through the videos.
Okay.
Mostly steel toe. Nick Rekieta doesn't care. My Lost Interest.
My Lost Interest.
Let's see what My Lost Interest is doing.
All right. I gotta go to Reddit. That's where all the shit is. Reddit. I read it at Reddit. Oh, fucking Reddit. You're too good to me.
He really is John. Getting all of his show prep from two subreddits, Hackverse and Shuli's Anonymous. He goes there, and then he reads the headline, and he clicks on the video, and that's his show.
He is Circling the drain
He's
before our
not
eyes.
adding anything. I know. It's really actually depressing.
Look at this.
I thought he was funny for a while.
He was.
Can you believe this? Can you see this?
Oh boy. So that's no editing or anything like that. That's just what his show looks like right now. Oof.
Who are these podcasts?